everybody. Today we're going to do a tutorial about cold porcelain. I've always wanted to give it a shot, so I thought let's do it together. You guys, I'd love your feedback if you try this, and let me know if you have a better recipe or what's your favorite thing about working with cold porcelain. But right now we're going to go through the ingredients that we need to make it. So, main ingredient, you need Elmer's glue. I actually had this in my studio. I know, right? I glued 777 pages of an antique dictionary on my studio wall, and I used Elmer's glue. Then you also need cornstarch. I got this at Walmart for $1. You need lemon juice. It kind of acts as like a preservative, gets rid of any kind of germs or bacteria that could grow into it. And then you need a beauty lotion. This, again, I just got at the dollar store. Most people use Pond's or Nivea. I use this one just because, well, it was cheap, and as long as it doesn't have silicone or lanolin in it, then you should be fine. And it's really just for when you're working on the surface to knead it and get it all mixed up. You also need petroleum jelly. That actually does go into the making of the clay. That gives it, I think, some softness and keeps it from drying out. You need also a pan that you're never going to use for food. I got this at the dollar store. It's the right size. It's not big or anything, but I don't make it in huge batches. You need a cup, a measuring cup. This is an old crappy measuring cup that I had that I'm never going to use again. And then a tablespoon measure, and I got this out of like I don't remember where I got it, like some coffee thing, but anyway, it's fine. I'm not ever going to use that either. And then I got a whole set of wooden spoons to mix with. So those are the supplies that you need. Oh, wait. You need a surface to knead on. You need like either some plastic wrap or like I use parchment paper just because it's just much smoother for me. I like to work on that surface more than I do on the saran wrap. I feel like it's kind of a pain to work with. So that's what you need. And now we can move on to making the cold porcelain. Good luck. Okay. So, first things first, before you even get on the heat, you want to add your cornstarch, which is 1 cup of cornstarch. And as you can see, I actually opened up the bag and made a mess before before I actually videoed. Alright, and then the next thing is you want an equal amount of the glue. So I'm going to pour in 1 cup of glue. Ignore that sound, it's really gross. Okay, did much better on that, didn't make quite as much of a mess. I'm going to use a spoon to scrape it out. The spoon's going to get dirty anyway. Just do as good a job as you can. And then I would immediately put your cup, soak it with some water. It's just easier to clean that way. You can hear me back here putting water in. Okay, and set your glue aside. Alright. Now you need 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. Some people use vinegar, but I cannot stand the smell of vinegar. When I was growing up in the South, my dad decided to make these like apple cider vinegar dumplings, and the whole house smelled like vinegar. It was the most horrible smell I'd ever smelled, and he wanted us to eat it and enjoy it, and I was like, that's not going to happen. So I don't like the smell of vinegar very much. Okay, so now I've got the Vaseline, and then again, just 1 tablespoon of the Vaseline. That away. Alright, So I'm going to mix this up and just kind of get it going. And this is something you kind of want to do slowly because the cornstarch powder tends to kind of fly around. It's very messy. You can see it kind of poofing and puffing all over, and I'm trying to be very careful. Once you get it fairly well mixed, then we'll put the heat on. So we'll be right back once I get this all mixed up. Okay, as you can see, I have got it pretty well mixed up. It's really glossy and smooth. It doesn't take very long to get it smooth like this. You know, you just got to keep working it. It takes a couple minutes max. This whole process is really, really easy. The hardest part is the cooking, because I'm not going to lie, it takes a while. You just got to keep working it. But your arms will thank you. You're going to get a nice little workout, and you're going to be so proud of yourself when it's done. So now I'm going to turn the heat on. And I'm going to turn it on fairly low. And I will just keep stirring it until it gets, you'll start feeling it gum up kind of on you. The texture is going to change, and you'll feel it on the bottom, and you'll feel it coming together like a clay. So, but you'll probably be doing this for like 8, 9, 10 minutes. So you just keep scraping the bottom and the sides, and when you do that, it's so much easier to clean up afterwards if you just keep scraping. Keep scraping the sides. You don't want it to burn. So, and just keep doing this for a while. And we'll be right back. I'll show you when the texture changes. I just wanted to show you real quick that you can see at the bottom, it starts to like clump up, and that's okay. You want that. The texture is definitely starting to change, and you can see it'll gather on the end of your utensil that you're using, because it's changing consistency. And that's okay. Just pull it off and just keep pulling along the bottom. Okay, you can see that it's really changing now. So, I'm going to go ahead and turn the heat off because I think we have enough heat. I'm just going to keep muscling it. Okay, I am going to put a little bit more lotion on here on my surface. Okay, and now I'll put a little more lotion on here, and I'm going to turn this out. Now you got to be careful because this stuff can hold heat pretty well. But the lotion on your hands helps. Now this pan was really cheap, so I wasn't as forceful with it as I could have been, because I didn't want the cheap plastic handle to break. Okay, so now it's hot. It'll cool down. You just got to be, a little bit tender with it and gentle. Whew. But I live up here in Fargo, so what I should have done was go out in the freezing cold weather. Okay, so you can see how quickly it changed, but it's really, it's still hot. It's really the kneading that really changes it. You really have to get your hands in there and really knead it. But it's very soft. It feels really good. And it just has such a velvety, smooth texture. I may or may not be doing this right, but this works for me, so no judging. Alright, so you just keep kneading it, and once you feel like you've got it kneaded, then I would roll it out into kind of a log. Put a little bit more lotion on your hands. Coat this with either a plastic sandwich bag or saran wrap, whatever you have. And actually, I'm going to do this the other way. You're going to put it in the saran wrap and just wrap it up really good. Now you need to leave this for, just put it in the fridge. Don't work on it until tomorrow. It needs to sweat. It needs to, that heat that's still in there and the lotion will actually keep it moist and pliable. And that's it. It actually took me about 6 minutes of stirring before I really felt a change in the texture. And then, boy, my pan looks terrible, doesn't it? And then it took another like 3 minutes until it really started coming together. So it was about 9 minutes and 9-10 minutes, and then I was ready to knead it. And it's super, super easy. I mean, it's just, and it's so cheap. So give it a try, and I hope that you enjoy it. I will probably be putting on another tutorial of me working with it, and maybe doing one of my faces that I've been sculpting lately. One of my rare breed species or something. So stay tuned, and good luck.